Hello, everyone. This is Arjun Khanna from ACG Math Tutoring. I just wanted to take at least, at most, 10 minutes of your time so we can talk about this big thing that's happening in Baltimore City and probably also happening in other places around the United States. So, recently, I think it was this Tuesday, they finally put in, because they were talking about it, they said they were going to do it, and I don't think a lot of people thought it was going to happen, right? Just like TikTok was gone for like literally what, 12 hours and then came right back. So a lot of people thought that was going to happen. But on Tuesday, there is no after school tutoring. And then the after school activities for Baltimore City schools are, or I think it was like around 44 of them, which is a good chunk of them, will be dismissed or stopped or canceled on this Friday. So a lot of the parents are starting to put some things into play. So let me see if I can get my thing up, if it lets me, which will be fine. So there was like a couple articles like this, and my friend Tamara was just posting it out there, and a couple other people were posting and commenting as well. So then I started seeing some other ones like recently, literally an hour ago. I'm starting to see parents, putting out posts looking for tutors, because this was something that was used. So if like a lot of people are sitting here, and especially teachers and tutors are sitting here saying that I don't know where to get kids. And I just wanted to come in here and say that there is a possible opportunities because here's my thing. I am staying up all kinds of crazy hours trying to figure out ever since they made that announcement last Friday. I was like, this is either going to make people's tutoring business go enormously large, or there's going to be a lot of kids left behind and they're just going to get passed on through more so than usual. So, what I really want to do is just to think, what are those options? What's happening? So sometimes, like for the parents, a lot of parents are like, you know what, I could just have my kid go on YouTube and let them do the search and let them figure out because I don't know what's going on in class. Guess what? The kid is not going to do the search on YouTube. It's going to be you. Because after a while, the kid's going to want to give up. I don't know what to do. Then they're going to end up starting to teach themselves, which brings you back to the reason why you had them go for tutoring in the first place. Then a lot of people are thinking, well, the kids are not going to get that support, especially our kids with special needs. Like, how are they going to get that extra assistance? Because that's going to be gone because we had to make cuts. And if you think that because of FRAP is going to be covered, like free access for public education, if they're trying to get workarounds with everything else, what do you think that's going to be trying to attack next? Just be cautious. All right. So after we're doing all that, then we're talking about the consistency. So now going back to the parents, now if you want to get yourself a tutor, you're going to need a tutor that is going to be consistent because a lot of people relied on the teachers. Look, our teachers are great teachers. There's some teachers that maybe you shouldn't be doing this anymore, just retire right now. But there were some teachers that stayed after school and they worked and now they had to make a decision like my friend Evelyn, she no elaine elaine mentioned that she has to make a decision between staying after school for her students or leaving to pick up her own kids and deal with her own children. So these are the things that teachers who are also parents have to go through. Then we have the single parents that are trying to do everything they can possible, but now they can't get to their kids because they're still at work because they don't have anybody. So now we're all trying to think of a system. Now we're all trying to think of how can I, one, support my child, two, support my students, and three, if you're a tutor, build my business without being scummy, right? So, and like we all wanted to say that there are a lot of opportunities. And I think one of the things is go private. And I know a lot of people want to go to the big business tutoring companies, but here's the thing. The big business tutoring companies, you're going to have to go to their facility, or if you can do it online, but you're going to have to deal with the possibility of not having the same tutor each and every time. They're only going to have who is available at that time at that session. So maybe your child worked very well with like Sam, and then all of a sudden here comes Tracy, and you're like, I don't really like Tracy. Where's Sam? And then you don't know when Sam's going to be available during the time that you are going to be available. And if you're anything like me, because I'm crazy and I have kids all over the USA, including Alaska, and I just feel like I have to learn to be flexible with my time. And there's a lot of people that are not flexible with their time. So they can't like help those student athletes that have to go to practice or go to meets right after school or sometimes at last period. There, how about those kids that have to go to work because they're the ones that are actually helping to provide for their families, their brothers and their sisters, and trying to make things happen. So they can't stay for after school tutoring. Or the ones that are really trying to need to stay for after school activities really are not getting the full force attention that they need because there's 30 to maybe even, let's be cautious, like 25 to 30 kids in that classroom. Even if it's just 5 kids in that classroom, there's always going to be one person that needs things to be step by step by step. And there's only so much that teachers can do. So, almost like the pandemic, we're taking a look at another epidemic right here. Now you're really seeing that the schools could only handle so much. And I know a lot of people like the way that I tutor, but they said, look, my child's getting a free service. I'm going to go to that free service. And I'm like, go ahead, do that. But then here's the thing. You're not getting a consistency, especially if the free service is with another student. Those students, those AP, those honors, those GT students have their own academic to take care of. So it's not really consistent. So I'm talking to those tutors out there. I'm talking to those parents. Let's think of a win-win-win situation. Okay. So I know one of the things parents is like, hey, I had free, and now you're talking about I got to pay something. Maybe when you're talking to tutors, ask them, do they have a group rate? Talk to a lot of the parents that's in. You've seen them during parent teacher conferences. Get to know them, right? This is not a time to be shy. Get to know them. See if you guys can get a group together. See if there's a tutor out there that's willing to do small group education, small group, and work with what they're currently working on. And then fill in what are the pieces that are missing. Maybe that's something that can go for instead of trying to just do one individual, because individual is going to cost you. It is going to be expensive. And this is no shade for any other people. If it's cheap, there is a reason why it's cheap. If you're getting tutoring for $20, there's a reason why. Is that person consistent? Is that person like, oh yeah, I'm going to have to change our schedule up? And they're the ones changing the schedule, not you. So these are some of those factors. And the one thing that kind of brought me to come on here today is the fact that a lot of you, this was mentioned on Friday, but people are talking about it today. Today's Thursday. It's almost been a week. Like, I think that a lot of people thought that this wasn't going to happen. Now, everything that was listed right now is a checklist of Project 2025. He's just going down the list. And that was on the list. The next thing is special ed. And what are you going to do when your special ed child needs the assistance that he or she needs and they can't get it? Or what are you going to do? Everybody's not going to be able to go to private school, guys. Yes, there's going to be vouchers in the private school sectors, but not every child is going to be able to go to private school. They're not going to let everybody in. Do you not understand that? So we got to work amongst ourselves. So one of the things that I would like to do, I want to band together with a lot of my other tutors, and let's see if we can come up with a system that when we have students that really needs the work and are willing to do the work, not just the parents, oh, I want my child, and the kid's like, I don't know what the answer is. No, because we ain't gonna go far with that. I want to have students that are like, I want to try. I want to work. I want to advance. I want to achieve. I'm not trying to provide another babysitting opportunity. That's not what this is. This is about the academics. This is about the learning and the process. So if this sounds like something like, yeah, I would love for my child to do it, it's not going to be face to face because to face is going to be expensive. You think all this stuff. I'm trying to do like online so then people can be where they need to be, get the assistance that they need to get so you can still keep moving. If you have worked with a tutor that was after school, here's my suggestion: get in touch with that person. See if they can do something private. I don't care how legal or illegal you think this is, because to be a tutor in the United States, you don't have to be certified. You don't. You just need to know what the information is, how to break it down to the kid so the kid can take it, apply it, and advance. So, right now, if you want to fight the powers that be, the only way you're going to win is to learn, is to fight for your education. Don't just sit back and say, oh, well, no. Start reaching out. If you want to reach out to me, go ahead and reach out to me. You can type the word me in the comments of this live. You can type in hashtag live, hashtag replay, whatever you want. But if you type the word me, that means you're serious. I need help. And with that me, type in your child's grade level and what content they need. Is it reading? Is it writing? Is it math? Okay. Is it science? What is it? And what grade is your child in? So I can at least try to direct you to the right tutors or see if we get enough kids to do small groups. Some of these tutors are not in the state of Maryland, but they are educated and they know how to break down concepts. Some of them look like me, some of them have personalities like I do, some of them are patient, some are more patient than I am. So it all depends on what you're looking for. All right. So I'm not here to get likes. I'm not here to get, oh, Audrey, I'm so no, I want to get answers because they're going to make cuts. They're going to make cuts. They're going to make cuts. So when it comes down to the education, we as the teachers, the former teachers that are now tutors, need to step up, say, hey, Audrey, I want to sign up for that. Or if you can, yeah, that'll be awesome. I want you to reach out to me as well. So I want parents to say, me, with their child's grade level as well as what they need help in. What is the content? Is it writing? Is it reading comprehension? Whatever. Okay. Now, if you're a tutor and you're just like, Audrey, this sounds really good, reach out to me. You know how to reach out to me. Hell, half of you guys will always contact me anyway. Right? So that's what I'm doing. And if anything, what I'm currently doing, since I haven't been live on Facebook for a while, I've been on TikTok. I've been on TikTok helping people with their GED, their Accuplacer, their ASVAT, and even like I have high school and 7th and 8th grade students in there working on concepts that they're currently working on. And I really feel that I get more effect over a TikTok because there's more interaction. So I know here all the stuff that I'm saying, it may go upon deaf ear, but I really do think that there's going to be a few parents like share this live out to them. If you know someone that's in Baltimore City that's like really concerned with this and they're just like, I don't want my child to slip because my child has advanced with the tutoring, I see the benefits of it. I want you to share this live with them. If you have a parent that's a teacher and they're just like, Audrey, I just need some assistance, I want you to share that live and talk to me as well. Because right now, we're going to have to fight none of this flight stuff. Flight doesn't work. Okay, flight, where you gonna fly to? Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? You're not gonna go anywhere because it's all this stuff is everywhere. So you gotta stay, you gotta fight, you gotta educate. That's the only way you can win. That's the only way you can win. So this is what we're doing. I'm gonna see if I can get us into some small groups. I need for you to reach out. Okay, if you're someone that's 7th grade all the way up to adult and you need just some assistance on some things, I pre-record my lives on TikTok. I put it on my YouTube channel. And my YouTube channel is my name, Audrey Codner, ACG Math Tutoring. Okay? I have all my recordings on there. I have a lot of the interactions on there. I do a lot of the planning on there. Okay? So if I'm not on TikTok going live, which I'll be live about 9:30 tonight, that the recording will be on YouTube. All right. So that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to take this little bit of time because the only way that you're going to figure this out is you're going to need a tutor that's going to be effective. If you need a tutor that's highly on dyslexia, there are tons of teachers and tutors that do dyslexia and dyscalculia and dysgraphia, all of that. But my thing is, you need to make sure you reach out to someone who is knowing these people that can match you up with these people and see if we can do something that's in small groups so your child will still get the attention that he or she needs. Okay? And be able to hit the content that they're currently working on and then be able to apply it and grow. I know we're all just trying to brace right now and just get ready because spring break starts on Friday as soon as the bell rings. And I get it. But we can't just wish this away. This is not one of those things like, oh, famous person died. Oh, I'm sad. Okay, back to life. No, you got to fight for this. All right? So I'm expecting to see some me's. I'm expecting to see some me's. Don't be a coward. You need help. Your child needs help. They need assistance. If your child wants it and they need it, give it to them. Okay? All right. So I will see you guys on the flip side. Take care. I'm looking out for my me's and my contacts from my tutors. All right. Take care.